You know that feeling when you walk into a really high-end hotel room and you just instantly feel relaxed? A huge part of that magic, it's not the fancy furniture, it's the lighting. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a professional design brief for a futuristic luxury bedroom and really uncover the secrets to getting that premium lighting just right.
All right, let's dive right in with our 3 guiding words. And trust me, these aren't just buzzwords. They are the absolute pillars of this whole modern architect design vibe we're about to explore. Every single decision in a high-end lighting plan comes right back to making sure the final experience is layered, luxurious, and completely professional. So, what's the core technique here? Well, it's something called layered lighting. And here's the thing about this concept. It's what separates a room that just has a few light bulbs from a space that has a cohesive, designed lighting scheme. It's all about using different kinds of lights for different jobs and making them all work together in perfect harmony. To build this whole thing out, you've got to start from the ground up. So let's talk about our very first and maybe most fundamental layer of light. This is the one that sets the entire mood and feel of the space before you do anything else.
And what do we call this foundational layer? Ambient lighting. Just think of it like the base coat of paint for the room. It's the general, overall illumination that everything else is built on top of.
So how do we get this look in a futuristic 2026 aesthetic? It's all about the fixture. We're talking soft, warm light. Right around 3000 Kelvin is the sweet spot that's completely concealed in a ceiling cove. And its job? Well, this creates this beautiful, even, diffused glow with absolutely no harsh spots. And here's the key, the most crucial part. You feel the light, but you never actually see the light source. Now that is pure luxury.
Okay, so our ambient foundation has set the mood. But let's be real. A bedroom isn't just a vibe, right? You actually have to do stuff in there. So now, we get practical. We start adding light that has a very specific job to do.
And what do we call this workhorse of a layer? Yep, it's fittingly named task lighting. Every single light in this layer has a crystal clear mission.
For our modern bedroom, what does that look like? Think elegant pendants hanging by the bedside, or maybe some super sleek minimal lights mounted right on the wall. Their function is laser focused to give you a nice, concentrated beam of light for things like reading in bed. And this brings up a huge point. It has to be glare-free. Comfort is every bit as important as style here.
Okay, let's just pause for a second and make sure we've got these first 2 layers straight. Ambient light is all about the overall mood, that general foundational glow. Task light, on the other hand, is focused and functional. You could say one is for feeling and the other is for doing.
Now we get to what I think is the real secret sauce. This next layer is what takes a room from just being nicely lit to looking professionally designed. It's the magic that adds all that visual interest and that true premium feel by creating depth and a little bit of drama.
And of course, this powerful, subtle layer has a name. We call it accent lighting.
The fixtures here are kind of like the ninjas of the lighting world. They're often small, hidden, and super effective. Think about subtle LED strips inside a wardrobe, or a soft glow coming from behind the headboard, maybe even some low-level lights near the floor to guide you at night. Their function isn't to light up the room, it's to draw your eye, to highlight beautiful textures like wood grain or fabric, and to create this stunning sense of depth.
All right, so we've got our mood, we've got our function, and we've got our depth. What's left? Well, it's the final touch. It's the piece of jewelry that completes the entire outfit. And that brings us to our final beautiful layer, decorative lighting. This one is all about making a style statement. Here, the fixture is the star of the show. We're talking about a statement designer pendant or a gorgeous chandelier. Its function goes way beyond just providing light. It's basically a piece of art that just so happens to light up. It serves as a focal point for the room, even when it's turned off. So, when you bring it all together, you start to see that each layer we've talked about isn't designed to work alone. They all combine to create this complete, harmonious experience, a true symphony of light.
Let's just look at the whole shebang right here. You've got your ambient cove lighting setting the mood, then your task pendants for reading, then the accent backlighting creating that awesome depth, and finally the decorative chandelier adding that last aesthetic pop. You see? All together they achieve that warm, cozy, and completely glare-free finish that just screams luxury hotel.
So if you're going to remember anything from all this, let it be these key principles. First, always choose warmth over harshness. Second, make sure every single light in the room has a distinct purpose. Third, remember that layers are what create that feeling of luxury. Fourth, focus, almost obsessively, on creating a glare-free experience.
And finally, use light to show off beautiful textures, not just to light up empty space.
And that brings us to our final thought. As you look around your own home, or just picture your bedroom in your mind, think about these 4 layers. Which one is the missing piece of your puzzle? Is it that foundational ambient glow, the functional task light, the dramatic accent, or that final decorative touch? You'd be amazed how adding just one of these layers can completely transform a room.